Okay, there we go. Took some time to set some stuff up, but we should be ready to go. I think. Let me check anything. Yes, that should be stable. Yeah. The only thing I can say is welcome to the weekend, and I wish everyone an amazing weekend. And let's make the best of this stream. Well, let's see how far we can get today with this event, because I heard it was a lot of text, so I think we're gonna be talking a lot. But we'll see that in a second, I guess. Song should be on. I hear the sound myself, but of course it's the loading screen, and since I haven't started up the game, sometimes I start up the game before the stream, so and then leave the game again, just so it starts quicker. But I always want to start from the beginning screen to start the stream to just thank the early people. And now we're just gonna make the best of this stream and see what this event has in store for us. I think it was only Prime Gems and it wasn't the crown involved, but we'll see that in a second. If we look at the rewards. And we can also check immediately how much resin we have right now. Oh, we're good on the resin part. Yeah, I was working on my eye account. Right now, she is 2000 attack, 41.5% crit rate, which of course increases the fact that when enemies are frozen, plus 15%, and if I would do a double cryo, it would increase even more. And 235% crit rate. This also means that Ganyu is back. Ganyu is back, 2079 attack, 35% crit rate, and 170% crit damage. Which I'll take. A lot more stable list builds, but I like it. I can always switch some artifacts out, and today's the plan, actually upgrading festering device, but I do think I'm gonna do that after. And this is gone in 3 days, so this we have to do before the update. Technically speaking, just saying. There's one there, there's one there, there's one there. What's this one? Diamond in the Rock. Play game Bushito. Oh, it's that game. Which thing is which, I guess. We'll first do our daily commissions, so I also want to have that at least done on stream. And then after that, we'll do the rest of our stuff. So, yeah, it really is I'm doing great loading today, though. Do have it on. I should turn that off then. Yeah. I guess even this game sometimes has some problems with loading now. Yeah, this one. Go on then. I'm not gonna say this right now. Mostly because of the fact that there's a chance I have to talk a lot. Let's just spend 600 advocate, honestly. Open the one with the red one. Nope. I don't care. It's we're so little. I don't need the Jace right now. We'll do that one first, and then we'll look it up. Since that one is an annoying one on the map, at least. The other one I immediately know what it is, because it's just me looking this way. Yeah, it's fine. Also, don't blame me for having Bennett with normal banner. It looks better on him than any of the other Bennets right now. And Xiangling, I don't really know which banner to give, because it's not really a red one except the Carnival one, which is the one I don't have on cards. Wind I have this one, but like this one would look the best on her right now. The yellowish one. I guess we'll do that one for now. It's only a few characters I really have the banner focused on, or the wing glider focused on, because those are the other characters that are important to me. Let's see. What are we up against? The only thing I hate sometimes about Aika is the fact that you can't really run with her. That's why I need to switch over to Banner or Shinju or Shannon. Just to be able to run. Yeah, it's alright. Let's just use all our Qs, I guess. Let's not care about our Qs right now. We're gonna get them back anyways. Over the day. Here we go. Where are you at, buddy? Don't worry. I don't think I can climb this, right? Nope. Some of them you can climb, some you can't. That was it? Yeah. And the last one. Save confidence. Which one is that? Please don't be one where I have to freaking. Yeah. Of course it's the one I don't want to do. Of course it is. Probably be ending with those guys. Not like I can climb this game design, by the way. There's no way I'm gonna always have an archer on me, that's what it is. Hold Only reason why Bao's really handy on this part, because I don't know how our Shinshu is actually. Almost 8. The thing is gonna be like, after Shinshu, I have to think about who I'm gonna level up next. In a friendship thing. Boom. Boring, but sure. I will get these. Don't use them, but never say you don't use them. At the same time, you might use them in the future. Oh yeah, I forgot, like, there was a glitch actually. We got 2 times the first reward, at least I did. I'll take it though. Honestly, it's just 2 intertwined fates, like 3 intertwined fate, who doesn't mind that. And the battle pass, but anyways, you can use another biggest battle pass, it's already 15. So yeah. Heal 0, so. I want to go for a weapon with future, but like, I'm also like, if I gotta go for a weapon, there's no way I'm gonna get anything. This is like 16 days. It's before Bao's rerun, I guess. So let's go. What is the quest? It's this one. which teleport is the best. I don't think it matters too much. I'm thinking of switching back to Bao though. I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, yeah, we should do that in a second. We should go to our teacup. Get some of those friendship coins and everything. So. I'm thinking though who I'm gonna do after this. Like maybe I'm thinking Kaya or Yanfei. Because after we have Shinshu friendship level 10, we gotta upgrade more people to level 10. So that's either gonna be Yanfei or Kaya, maybe. Gonna finally start building those. Yeah, I forgot. Let me just try to skip those. I don't want to fight right now. Here we go. Irie. Hey there, Irie. He saw through me. How did... Wait, no, he sent... Ah, so Tsu. It has been so long. I could not recognize your scent. And you haven't changed at all, Irie. Still scared of humans and stuck in a stone. What do you mean by that? Hope your seal can be lifted soon. That is a human seal. If I were, but to try harder. Well, regardless, I see you have taken care. I see you have taken good care of the little ones. My little Tanuki often say that they enjoy playing with their nice smelling yellow fur aunt. Also, it's not aunt, it's big sis. And here I thought that humans were all the same. As that fellow who had us sealed. Wicked and scary, but it seems that there are still some good acts amongst you. Why thank you. That's right, most of the people we've met are good people. We've got sealed because you stole that calm. I never return it, so if you ever meet the that fellow who learned magic from Razorville, tell him to get me out of this stuff. When you get down to it, everyone is that stinky pizza in the or really can play like an old beaver, huh? Oh, yes, my old. Well then, neither your hands or legs are made of stone, so you can turn many places, surely. Yep, we came right over the ocean, you know. So there are so many lands abroad. Very impressive. I've been substituting of reports from the little Tanuki all the while, and so do not know what's outside the world like. Once upon a time, I stood at the summit of Mount Yogo and saw a very, very high mountain on the other side of the ocean. It was probably even taller than Mount Yogo. I still wonder even today what that place is. From the direction you're referring to, that's probably Dragonspine. Dragonspine. Just thinking about that name makes my tummy feel cold. Goodness. Knows why that fellow wants to go there. As I said earlier, is it Albedo? I don't know. I can smell this request coming a mile away. Even like this, I'm still the hidden protector of the grove, defender of Chinchu Forest, and thus appointed by Her Excellency herself. If I was not sealed in stone, I would certainly use aid to tell me large. Alright then, what do you need help with? If I cannot move on my own power, the little children can do so. As such, I would like to ask to take a little Tanuki out to train. Take Kichiboushi with you. He's been quite eager to see you since the last time we played together. Quite eager indeed. One question, if you would... That's true, we can't understand what she says, so wouldn't traveling together be kind of fun? Impossible. We Tanuki understand human speech by nature. It is you humans who do not speak ours. What is that how it is? But as traveler can... We like to chat as we travel, you know? Just like Paimon does with Athena. Very well then. Now that I consider it, didn't someone once use some magic to make you some food? Now I may look like this, but making you a meal that can allow you to understand Kichiboushi speech is hardly impossible nonetheless. Woohoo, food. Is it gonna taste good though? No, don't you underestimate my culinary powers. Oh, this is great. Of course, I'm Larry. You know, the very same who once made sashimi platters out of nutballs and Tanuki fur to utterly defies the four oni of Ogata. That's awesome, Irie. Just so, what did you make the meal, which is half out of? Some questions are best And ask. Huh? Well, forget it. Let's go find Cage and the chat. Oh my god. Fireman, classic fireman. See where is he? Hey there, kitty. Long time no see. White fur, yellow fur. I guess yellow fur must be me. What you're calling white fur? Very strong, can't understand. I'm Athena and Vegas Fireman. And you better remember that. Supposed to finish lavender melon. What lavender melon? I was supposed to supposed to mean. Well, at least we can kinda sorta communicate. Kinda sorta is kinda sorta right. Whatever the case, I think now let's go back and see IRA again. We're taking a picture out on a long journey after all. IRA, yay! Yay! Yeah, it's good. How goes it? See white for yellow for very happy lavender melon cacao. Lavender melon cacao? Quite the bright spark, aren't you? Cacao. So what does lavender melon cacao mean again? Cacao is cacao, lavender melon is lavender melon. Well, it seems that communication has been established without any problems. My culinary skills are as fine as ever. Without any problems, he says. Well, Ira, here's the thing. So that's how it is. Not to worry. It is because you're not used to Kichiboushi aura. Take it slow, the more you use it. Aura you are, the better you shall understand them. How slow are we to talk about? Let me think about that. Whatever the case, do not be in a rush. Rush no good. You don't know either, do you? I'll let you know that I'm Ira, the long-lived king of Bake-Danuki. I simply do not put such premiums over time as you understood. Even though he spent most of his time sitting at stone factory. Then why can't you speak to humans just fine, Ira? Such impotence. Rather, you should ask why humans may speak to us. Having lived as long as and becoming as powerful as I have at least some interaction with humanity. A long time ago, I often spoke with Tengu, Kitsune, Oni, yokai, and humans alike. And while human stories often concern themselves, at least half of them involve Bake-Danuki, which transforms into humans. Half of the remaining half are indeed about humans themselves, and the other half are about all of the other yokai. But even in this half, a good half concerns with Tanuki, we clad ourselves in the guise of the other yokai, and half again of the Tanuki tales are those concerns me. As such, you may see that I'm the greatest of them all. Naturally speaking to the young ones is no tall order at all. I get it. 5 over 6 into Ira, yes. What's 5 over 16? Is it something that one may eat? Sounds delicious. Let's see. Athena is referring to the percentage of story that you're evolved in, Ira. Ira is powerful. Why of course, you have much to learn from a power, should you? Come to think of it, we're starting to get what she's saying, aren't we? Why it's first smart. That might have been a praise, but Piner sure doesn't feel good about it. Good. Then I leave the shell in your hands, taken to see the world and think. Why, when I was but a young Tanuki, I too went on a pilgrimage. The 18 sites that kneels all along the trail of the great Bake-Danuki to the world. Never once straying from the Tanuki's path, only thus did I reach my present step. Is that why you're so student still? Still. You too can So back on topic, where should we go first? Let us take up spice. If there's a mountain, we shall climb it. Paimon's been waiting for a chance to say something cool like that. Mountain, there. Oh, that sounds cool. Don't let your tummy get cold now. Kichiboushi, you'll catch a cold, otherwise, even if you get down, you won't be able to perform using the belly drum. Also, remember to eat properly and follow on yellow fur like a good boy. Understand? Following on yellow fur, it's not all, it's big sis. Pleased to meet you, Kichiboushi. No worry, Kichiboushi, take care of you. Looks like we're not completely getting through to him. And here we go. Ooh, that's just cute. This is cute. This is cute. Okay, let's go. Next up, Dragonstein. I can't play Dragons. I'm guessing it's Albedo then, but I'm not sure. We'll maybe see it at the end of this part. Oh, these wings look so good on him. Even though we managed to raise that huge pillar on the mountaintop, Dragon's Spine is just super cool, no matter how many times you go. Why for a week? What? Not afraid of the cold, Kichiboushi? It's very cool, very cool. Come on, why'd you call White and weak then? But very fun, right everything. What? Oh, you mean the snow? Snow, things fall from the sacred Sakura. Sakura Fubuki. Snow? No. Snow is a super cool stuff around Dragon's. But haven't been expected you know Sakura Fubuki. Kichiboushi, guess that's the Bake-Danuki of things over you, huh? Snow cold, so cold. Kichiboushi seems pretty happy. Mountain with snow to be cold, or the cold mountain has snow? That's a good question, actually. What do you think snow is actually made of with you now? It's probably sky, so don't get frostbite. So, comment down with Kai thoughts. We should probably ask someone's knowledgeable like Ace Apple for someone to future. Dragon's Spine is really useful though, when we were last trying to reach the summit, time was so cold that our brain almost suffered. But the view's great though. Since we can see this plane from Mount Yoga, we could probably see Mount Yoga from Dragon's Spine Summit too. And Starville Caverns really neat too. Maybe we might find some never before seen treasure on there. Treasure, good thing. Looks like the two of you will get along well, right? Well, there's no good life of food without treasure. Which is pretty smart, huh? Here's a once a plain snow. Hey, don't catch it. If you run into any danger, just follow their treasure. What? Okay, let's go. Well, it's really Renaissance after it. He just guess it's more adaptable than expected, huh? Haha, the fun. But it was either Gilbert or Shushi would turn into a torch the previous time. Do you Tanaki enjoy turning into torches? Become human things can play with humans, or else humans not play with Kichiboushi. Don't you worry, Kichiboushi. I think I'm fine with it. Yeah, play. There's a cliff ahead of us. Right now, would you like to carry you over? Kichi flip flap kapow. Creates what seems to be an airbag. Oh, that's good. Wow, what was that? So, this is Bake-Danuki magic. Oh, really? No, yeah. I guess we're gonna fight the War King, huh? So even if you never defeat the War King, I feel like this time you will defeat him, huh? Oh, nearby. Let me first do this. Shield me. So weak. This guy isn't cute at all. Don't laugh at people, Kichiboushi. Laughing not good. How should we put it? Laughing's good, yeah, but laughing at other people is. It's only good if everyone can laugh together. Understand? Sorry, I'm Yellow Fur. Also, it's Big Sis. Timeless name is Pagan, and Big Sis Yellow Fur is Athena. You've got to remember that, Kichiboushi. Difficult to remember, Bottom, White Fur and Yellow Fur. Oh, no one needs to force yourself either. Still, what was that trick Kichiboushi used? One moment, he created that balloon with a swoosh, and then swish you went floating right over it. Looked pretty cool. 8 to 10 kapow. What a blow is that? Oh, Hammer's not really good in Kichiboushi again. That was even harder than Lavender Melon kapow. Lavender Melon kapow. What is that even supposed to mean? White fur and yellow fur on my eyes. White fur, flip flap, yellow fur, flip flap, so white fur and yellow haven't. Well, you're not wrong. I might be sorts of money get the ability of some sort. Some lots of fun. Go. Creatures. Creatures, you mean it's snowblocks? Seal. Well, not just recognize, you know, there's finding a super cool place after all. Oh, strange. And speaking of sorts, do you want to take a picture of Kochi here at now? Good idea. Hmm. Oh, well, we never know when you'll come around here again, so it would be nice to leave a memory of your trip. It also helped us prove to Lyra that we did take the travel. Alright then, stay right there. And for strange, okay? That's cute, I'm actually saving that. Oh, looks like we're starting to see each other. I want to see if this works. Then we have 2 more kings. 2 more kings, come on. No. Ah, sad. Where is he? Yellow fruit powerful, very, very strong. Yellow fruit powerful, very, very strong. I've beaten one even larger than this. Alright, did the picture come out okay? Yes, just like Fuji. This is cute, baby. Fuji only one. Well, this isn't cute, Fuji. Snow Mountain has a Bake-Danuki, but no snow. Well, that's not quite it. Dragon Spine doesn't have any benefit Bake because it's just you, Fuji. You explain the concept of a 15. So it's artwork. White for city. This is kinda annoying, but Prima doesn't know how to confuse him either. Fuji stop laughing, only laugh together, kid. Good, Kichiboushi, we got a gold star. Gold star, yay! Then let's stop here for now. You're tired now, aren't you, Kichiboushi? Then let's go back and report to Iroh, shall we? He did seem pretty worried about the whole thing. Well, now we can see what's faster. I'm gonna drink something because I'm gonna talk a lot, so I have to drink water. Let's also see if we're halfway. See, we're halfway toward. No, we're almost halfway towards year 59. It's gonna take ages though. I think. It's no denying that. This is faster. Also, don't have to worry about the mobs there. Oh, you've returned. Nothing heard of it, Wall. No cold scout, not hungry, I hope. Well, Perman wouldn't say no, it's food. It went quite smoothly. That's it. Snow cold, but very fun. I guess we brought a souvenir with us. Chill picture. Ah, Kichiboushi. Why is Kichiboushi soup upon this up? Is the hell painting? I come to your house now. You miss magic's pretty impressive, huh? Oh, how could this be? Oh, come on, stop picking on Ari already. Take a photo and it's kind of wrong. Look over here. Kichibouchi's fine, isn't he? Hey! Two Kichiboushis, but how? What magic is this? Oh, I understand. It's magic, isn't it? Much progress have you made in so short a time, Kichiboushi? Stupid. Let us explain, would you? But I'm not the world-renowned king of Bake-Danuki. Of course I knew what this camera was. I was merely testing Kichiboushi. Don't be ridiculous. Stubborn, Haha, well, whatever the case, it appears that Kichiboushi trains proceeds most one. It's been tiring business. But it's also really fun, and we got to revisit places we went to before too. Good. Then I'll leave the rest of it. When I was yet a young Tanuki, I once took to 18 sacred sites. Threading the Tanuki path as I went. That was how I became the Mighty Lord of the Bake-Danuki. Kichiboushi presents only as about half of my stature in those days, so perhaps 8 places shall do for his training regimen. Feels like it should be 9 places, but whatever. Where should we bring Kichiboushi next? You're unlike other humans. You treat us sonically nice. As good people should, and you're quite sturdy. For humans too, perhaps you will learn much by traveling with you. Just I shall let you decide where he sheltered. Oh, sounds good. Don't worry, leave it to us. Let time and think. Go, go. What place should we finish? Don't hurt your head now. Well, talk again once finally figure this all out. For now, time is 900. Don't you worry, Ivory. We coach it to us. That I shall. Okay. Advanced details. Oh, okay. We're going on a trip to our favorite rocket ship. Right, I wanted to get that. Different from Snow Mountains, not cold, no snow. This is Gunyan Stone Forest. Legend has it that this is where Recklapis defeated a many-headed water snake in the boot. What was its name again? Osho. Alright, that's the one, Osho, the overlord of the Vortex. This is where it was defeated by Recklapis, Storm Spears, and Seal. Oh, cool, but we fought with it too, you know? Atop Ningguang's chain chamber. Golden Crystal Fire. Wait, so this is what you were dishing over? Come on. I'm telling the story over here. Well, it does look different from the ones in the museum. You've probably never seen a Crystal Fire that wasn't purple. Well, I guess that's true. Alright. What did you transform for him, Athena? Alright. It can be done, but we can only capture its crystal core. Yay, very nice. So many of them. So many of them. Here you go, buddy. Kapow, Crystal Fire, Golden Crystal Fire. It's white though. Not gold. Well, the Crystal Fire core really is gold. Well, you both say that, but come to think of it, haven't ever really noticed this, even though you've found a lot of Crystal Fires in the past. Is this what they call disillusionment? You know, the thing that happens when you get old? Looks like you're in need of some training yourself, Pam. Lifer can do it. Don't you? You can do it, Pam, and you're the one who's training Kichiboushi. Still, it's kind of disappointing. And why are the crystal cores of Geo Crystal 5 not gold? Right, gold Crystal 5, why not gold? I honestly don't know the answer to this question. Oh well, then. In any case, let's proceed as we planned. Time to take Kichiboushi to see the output. I might ever use her in the future. Let's go. See the outcrop. Amazing, so much water. And so big on the water. So big, must be heavy. Why not sinking? That's because the outcrop is a ship. Mud boats sink. I retell story. Story of Rabbit, Bake-Danuki, and the mud boat. Well, the outer isn't made of mud, that's why it won't sink. Why will ship not sink? You're becoming more fluent, Kichiboushi. But at the same time, how are we supposed to answer this question? Right. Athena, why do ships float on the water surface? Ships are made of wood. All hail the power of Dendro. Huh? Can Dendro really do that? Then why don't Hibachos with wooden ships float? Didn't get it. Don't worry, Kichiboushi. Someday when you're older, you'll be smart as final. Then you understand all these things. By ship souls, by snows and dragon sponge. You know it all. I'm not sure you know either, man. Hey, come on. Yo, whatever the case, we can see the outcrop from here. Let's take a photo of Kichiboushi. Photo, drawing. Yep, that's right. Alright, stand still for a moment now. We gotta save this. Next, let's bring Kichiboushi on board the outcrop. Oh good, it both sinks. Relax, it's for one thing. The ship took us all the way to Mizuno. Exactly, and that's how we came to meet you and Iori, so don't worry, every time. Understood. Captain Beidou is a real steady hand, and so are the rest of the crew. Basically, this ship is the safest place on the high seas. Yay! I guess I just teleport to it, yeah. And the cross. Where is it? Downwards. Not afraid of the highest Kichiboushi. If you aren't, let's head us to the master. We're going to the master. I hate this game. Is this one the one with the master? Is that the one or this the one? No. Yeah, it's it. So stamina taxing though. That's the thing. I'm dead, aren't I? See, the view's great, isn't it? Very good. Many mountains over there. What place is that? Well, that's Inazuma. That's right, that should be Mount Yoga over there. And beneath it, that's where Trinity Forest is. So far, I already across the sea. That's right, but we'll be with you all the way. Well then, where to next? Is there somewhere familiar where we can find some good food? Of course, it's about food with you, Simon. Good idea. I'll see you, Fina. Kichiboushi knows what's up. Eating all the good foods in the world is good training too, you know. Kichiboushi will surpass you pretty quickly if you don't wise up. Right, climbing the master was tiring. Wifer climb, but Wifer can fly. Details. Whatever the case, we'll stop here today. I'm just gotta have a good think about what we're doing next. I'm dead, aren't I? Oh, no. Ooh. I really thought I was gonna die, to be honest. What's the last reward? Oh, it doesn't say anything. We'll do 4, right? Ah, that's cute. We're doing some monster. Oh. Interesting one. I want to go there. I might drink something wrong. Okay, sorry. I had a message. I have to read that. Like that. I mean, I still have a personal life, right? Okay, let's see. Hi, Sarah. Well, welcome, Time and Athena. And who's this? Some new Baron Bunny model? Kichiboushi. This is, Kichiboushi. This is a new friends of ours from Inazuma. Good friends. I see it well. And welcome to Good Hunters, Kichiboushi. Inazuma, huh? That's incredible. I heard Cyrus mention that it was surrounded by thunderstorms, and that there's lightning everywhere. Like what happened to when Miss Lisa gets angry. That seems quite terrifying, to be honest. Lisa, wait, what's this got to do with Lisa? So we're here at Good Hunters to treat Kobayashi to some authentic monster cuisine. So Sarah, could we have one of the sweetest madams and... My apologies. But we can't exactly take orders right now because, how should I explain this? I suppose you can see that we're booked to capacity. Oh, but there's no one here. Captain Kaya put in a very expensive order for several dozen people at the Goth Grand Hotel. Our chefs are currently busy as... Ah, that seems a little fishy. I can make some tea. That's right, there's no going without good food with you around, you know? Make lavender melon, grilled melon. No, seriously, just how much do you like lavender's melon? Well, you can use the open air stove over here anytime. Thanks, Sarah, alright then. It's time for some delicate sweet madame, crispy on the outside, tender on the inside. Kichiboushi gonna love it. You mean you're gonna love it, right? Trumbull sounds tasty. You see? Kichiboushi wants to eat too. Don't disappoint him now. Yay, disappoint. Fine. Where is it? There it is. I don't know if I have enough ingredients, so I really am not sure. Never seen this before, but smells good, Rumble. Ah, there's our deliciously sweet madame. We could even call it Athena's signature dish. Put that back. We certainly have made a lot of them along the way. Yeah, no lack of supplies out in the wild, though. Oh. Kichiboushi, what's wrong? You okay over there? It's delicious, amazing. There are things better than lavender melon. That's pretty good, huh? Hey, with lemons. Ooh, delicious, Athena, amazing. Wow, you actually remembered Athena's name. So the Bake-Danuki get smarter as they eat more delicious food. What 5% says? Just Spyman. Byman. Spyman. Spyman. You're so annoying. I'll make you something good later. Try to remember people's names, Kichiboushi. Kichiboushi will try. Sorry, Paimon. It's not Paimon, it's Paimon. It's okay though. Paimon's not mad anymore. Delicious sweet madame. Very good, thank you. And then he remembers the name of dishes just fine. It was good, not lavender melon or seagrass or berries, but it was so tasty. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Training very fun. Speaking of which, since we're here in Mondstadt, let's go visit the Nemo Archon section. Nemo Archon? Like the Electro Archon? That's exactly right. The Nemo Archon is Mondstadt's god, just like the Electro Archon is seen as a mouse. Very scary. Don't worry, this is a statue, not the real Archon. Yeah. So, why are you afraid of the Electro Archon? As told Klaus, he was near the chart. But then he eventually received the Shogun's acknowledgement and become the protector of the grove. Also, don't worry, a Nemo Archon statue isn't a Nemo Archon. Like Lyre, a Nemo's Archon is big. No, this is just a stone statue. It looks like the Nemo Archon. This is going too fast, huh? I can read it in my head, but I can't speak it fast enough. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. This game thinks everyone is a super elite that can read, 20,000 words. Are we going on top? Oh, but... The Nemo Archon is so big. Bigger than you, Lori. You see, nothing to be afraid of. Mr. Nemo Archon is very tall, taller than Rory, very hard too, tall and hard. Thomas is not going to tell the difference between the statue and the real guy. The Nemo Archon is a nice person. The Nemo Archon is not very reliable, but he's an enchanted soul. Paimon wonders if Barbara discovers the thing with the holy liar to Himmel. Hopefully she has him. Photo. Alright, hold still for a second. See. Nope. That's fine. See? Come on, don't rush. So cool, very big hands. Go back, show Yuri and in the Archon's hands bigger than Yuri. I didn't think any comparison can be made here. You're weak. You're so weak, huh? Hey, stop teaching Kichiboushi best stuff. Iori is serious. He can grow very big, bigger than 100 to 10. Iori is very powerful, but Kichiboushi will become more powerful. Why do you want to get stronger, Kichiboushi? That's right, you're pretty strong as it is, Kichiboushi. You can create back the lighting air back, you're about as powerful as Paimon for sure. Kichiboushi must become more powerful and use stronger magic. Without stronger magic, Kichiboushi can make Iori not stone. So Kichiboushi must train with 89 Paimon. So that's how it is. I remember this one. Hey, keep it up, Kichiboushi. Keep it up. Yay. Well then, where should we go next? Well, since we have some time cuisine, time to pay Liu Harbor a visit. We haven't tried one-man restaurant food in quite a while, too. We just ate, you know. They had different lands, different stomachs, don't you know? Eat, let's go. Let's go. Next up, one-man restaurant. Time and food, huh? Okay. I gotta accept it, I guess. The characters currently involved in other quests cannot join this quest. Chef Mao, let me guess. Frick. I don't know if this quest is long, otherwise I'll have to cancel it for now. Let's do this quest real quick, I guess. What would you two like? 3 servings of grilled tiger fish to go, please. You gotta hang on for a moment. They'll be ready soon. 3 servings, 1 for you, 1 for Paimon. Who's the last one for? Purposes, this last with tiger fish. You mean gave us the 7-star lamps and sensors? Purposes? Oh, that's right. He did say that he missed the place for tiger fish. But isn't he gone now? Even so, we can still pay our respects. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's go see him then. The last time we met Parthens here at the temple was in a pretty sad state. And there were the treasure hoarders in the area too. Let's hope that this statue hasn't been defaced. The 3 serving of grilled tiger fish. For the people that don't remember, about half a year ago, we had an event going on where you went to one of the gods that was a little bit less than the most of the archons right now. Less obvious ones, but he had a statue, and I think I still have it on the map. I'll show you in a second. Oh, these smell so nice. Come on, Athena, off to our next stop. Hey there, Gemma. We'd like some blackback perch stew. Yes, right now? I'm very sorry, but we're not taking orders at the moment. What's going on? Earlier, Knight from Mondstadt came with a huge order. A feast for several dozen people, no less. He wanted to bring it to, where was the place again? The Golf Grand Hotel in Mondstadt. Yeah. Why, yes, that's exactly it. How did you know? That Kaya. I'm really sorry. It will be a moment before we can take your order. As you can see, our walks are all busy at the moment. I don't have any idea how the guy is going to take all these dishes back. I just hope he doesn't waste them. This really was very sudden. In fact, we're running so low on ingredients that Xiangling's having to go out and help get us some Julian chilies. Oh no. Who's this little fellow? This is Kichiboushi. How do you do? Yep, this guy here is the Bake-Danuki, who's on the journey to hone his skills. I see. I'm very sorry then, Kichiboushi. Speaking of that, my girl Xiangling got a friend named Goba who loves eating as well. The 2 of you might get it, just so long. Well, guess it's up to you again, Athena. I totally forgot. What's going on over there? Seriously, how did we not check the dates? What happened? So we booked seats at Liu Pavilion and Shenzhen Kiosk 3 months ago. We were planning to try Pinnacle of Louis Cuisine and Yai's Cuisine before returning to Mondstadt. But we wound up booking the seats for the same day. We would have checked those dates. What are we supposed to do now? Why don't each of you go to one place? No doubt, dude. We want to experience both types of food together. If not, for arguments whether to lead you or you cuisine, it's better we'll be completely one-sided on either thought. That would be doing a disservice to gourmet food. Stop taking turns to talk. I'm just getting tired of just listening to you here. It's quite troublesome. So, to sum it up, you've booked both Liu Pavilion and Peony cost for today. Because you can only go to one, right? Kabuchi can help Uncle Brownford and Aunt Brownford go solve problem. Is this little critic saying something? He says that we can help Uncle Brownford and Aunt Brownford go to some places. Hey, I'm a big sister, not an aunt. And what's just passing a message, okay? But going in our places, it's certainly possible, but it does feel like it is. I think it's a priority. It would be irresponsible of us to cancel at the last minute anyway. Sad, but it took us so long to wait our turn. Come on, Frankie, we've got time. We'll just book another slot anyway. Weren't you all about that Kinyu kiosk seafood yesterday? Let's just go to Kinyu kiosk first. We can leave the Liu Pavilion looking to these rather unusual travelers and there's one armor. Then you have my thanks. Sure, I'm Gary. Just go to Liu Pavilion and give Lee Sak my name. This should already be booked. Hooray, thanks Gary. Hooray, thanks Gary. Yeah, they love me so much now because this is the area. I'm first gonna finish this side mission. Only because I really want to see what happened to this section. And yeah, I literally still have it on here. Statue. It should be right in here. Hey, Shao! Hey, is that Shao? Are you here? Are you here to see progress as well? I'm just passing through. What are you two here for? We're here to see progress. But this place isn't much of a mess last time. There's a temple here and a statue too. Why does anyone come to maintain this place? Perhaps this place has been forgotten. How could people forget something like this? The Yakuza's our hero who defended Liu Harbor. Chao, are you angry? No, the Yakuza did not perform their duty for any form of recognition. Now let's not talk about this. Grilled cider fish! And if you want to have some, Chao, we can give you a half of our share each. It's fine. Help me. Did you hear that? There's someone calling for help. Let's go. What about the grilled cider fish? Paimon hasn't eaten yet. We've been hungry as Paimon. Thank you, Almighty Adapters. Thank you, Mighty Hero, or whatever gods. We meet again. You know what? Oh, it's the fake guy. How could I have forgotten you? You're... I'm Wong Ping-an. Don't you remember me? Ah, Star Snatcher. What's Star Snatcher? Please, let's not bring that up. Not in front of the Adapters. I was just getting ready to make an offering at the Temple of Yakusha for Maze. But long after I entered the mountains, I was set up by those treasure hoarders. Thank you for saving me. Wait a moment, what were you doing at the temple? Were you planning to do something bad to this statue? No, I didn't dream of it. Then what were you planning to do? I wanted to restore the temple. My plan today was to closely examine the temple's current condition and arrange for the purchase of the appropriate materials. I never expected to be targeted halfway letting treasure hoarders and forced to flee. But as I ran, I lost my way, and as for the rest, you know what happens. Let's speak further of the temple. Right. This is hardly the place for conversation. Let's go back to the temple first. We'll speak there. Go. I have other things to handle. You're leaving already? And he's gone. The magic of Shao. The runaway strategy. This temple isn't a terrible state. Alright, mister. Where did you suddenly get the idea to fix this temple? Well, that's a long story. Back when I was pretending to be an Baptist, I gathered a lot of research to help me keep up the act. But remembered how I swore to be good after the Baptist taught me last single. After I returned, I was planning to destroy all those materials of mine. But then I had a thought, rather than destroying all this information, wouldn't it be better to write up my code of Charlentry and share it with the others? That way you can help others to secretly scam and cheat us. To my surprise, the guidebook I wrote proved helpful to a lot of people. Even the Ministry of Civil Affairs said that it was very useful. They even provided me with some additional scam countermeasures to add to stuff that I've written myself. To that end, they gave me a pretty hefty help. Apart from their guidebook, I'm currently planning to write a book about the vigilant Yakusha. Its purpose, of course, is to share the story with the Yakusha with as many people as possible. That way, I'll be able to put the folklore knowledge I possess to good use. As for the sample to Parsifal, I discovered it while I was compiling materials for the second book. I found sources saying that the sample was built by our forebears to remember the Yakusha perfectly. but I never expected to find the temple in such a state of despair. When I returned and thought about it, if I decided to fund the repairs of the temple from my own pocket, after all, I too was guided back to the red path by my Nazis. I suppose repairing this temple can be considered atonement for my previous wrongdoings. Sounds genuine enough. What do you think of me now? Some kind of genuine. What do you mean kind? I am being genuine, 100% genuine. Fine, think whatever you like. If you don't trust me, then come back once work has started, you'll see. I guess we come back to it tomorrow. Oh, that's cool. It's a B and the letters. After we got this done, this with this else. Because now we have 4 done, right? No, this is still the 3rd. I think we took 4. At least see 4 of them, and then we... So 1 more after this, I guess. Welcome to Liu Confidant. We have a reservation. Very good to see. Mr. Curry, please wait a moment. Let me check. Indeed, you do have a reservation for today. Well done, this way, please. How do I get in this easy? If this was real life, you know, it would be a bit shocking, honestly. You could just say, like, I mean, there's a low chance, but if you accidentally heard someone say it, you know, you just go there and... Gary did say he could look delicious. But it really is a lot. Were Gary and Fricky really going to eat all the by themselves? Oh, it smells nice. Ooh, that was delicious. How do you find it, Kichiboushi? Very tasty. I could tell this from watching you eat. Haha, delicious, very delicious. Humans are very powerful. They can make such tasty food better than Bake-Danuki food. Come to think of it, what is Bake-Danuki made from? This is as good as it looks, and it does look good. There is a kind of emptiness to it. Quite curious myself. Bake-Danuki is made from leaves. Leaves kebab? You mean vegetables? Leaves kebab is leaves kebab. Leaves kebab very tasty. It might be best not to investigate Bake-Danuki and make it too big thing. Tommy can't stop thinking about it though. Tommy's also curious what Kai is doing with all the food from the good 100% London restaurant. What's this guy scheming this time? Maybe it's going to go something like this. Ding dong, special delivery for the factory! Definitely, we'll deliver it. A full course meal from Monsad of you. Wow, it's a piece, thanks. Thank you for your patrons. That'll be 5 million more. What's this? Your activities cost that much? Well, I guess we're just going to have to eat Monsad then. There's no way something as silly as that can happen, right? Just like Bake-Danuki. It's quite like them, sure. Also, is it just 5 minutes or is the food better than last time? What's that? The last time we were here, we were on official business. That's true. Consultant this right of parting that if it wasn't half as good by the time we were done talking. Speaking of that, you know, Kichiboushi we actually here together with the factory harbinger and Rex Office himself. Kichiboushi once heard Laura talk about fat twigs. Many fat twigs in the forest, very hard, very comfortable to see. Kichiboushi, we meant the factory. You know, I doubt the Bake-Danuki knows anything about the factory. That's true. Since we're here in Liu, let's find a place where we can take a commercial photo for Kichiboushi. Let's find a spot where we can see the whole place. Yep, there's this wind mountain path on the northern entrance of the harbor, isn't there? That should fit the day. Find out with me. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, that's not something. It says, my phone says, like, traveling advice, don't go to Ukraine, but you all know why. That's the most understandable thing. See, where do we go? Oh, of course it's this one. I should have known. Alright, gotta cheat face Athena and hope so. Yay, photo memory. Yep, that's great. You've really got a knack for this, huh, Athena? This place is very pretty, very different from Forest. But all the boats down there are not sinking. Don't worry, they won't. Amazing. Well, Kichiboushi, what's training today fun? It's training, you know? Lori said playing is also training, not to lead Tanuki path. If play forgotten, will lead Tanuki. Leaving Tanuki path, what's gonna happen if you do that? Tanuki release the path explode. What? Huh? A Tanuki exploded, leaf will disappear, Fur will turn into seagrass, and Belly Drum turn into the big T-ball. Then Tanuki becomes skinny like Weasel. No more magic. Simon's pretty sure that's Igori's fitting. Training is very fun, very happy. As long as you're having fun. This is a hard choice, guys. I'll go for 2. Keep going. Where's it? You know what? Let's stop for today. You should get rest as well, Kichiboushi. Don't want to rest, Kichiboushi still wants training with 13 on climate. Rest is also a fun thing. Don't worry. We'll think about where we should go next, alright? Okay. Yeah, this looks like we're, the first day ends, that's why. The Wonder of the Adepto Embers. It's the last one we're gonna be. Then there might be some of this. And otherwise I'll do downstream. Or I do, you know, I might do my research first. Hello, Mountain Shaper. Hello, Mum. Seems like the Adeptus is in the home. That's not being implied to the Adepti now. Paimon, what are Adepti? They're very special people, or very special ones. Like Kichiboushi, like Satu, they have mystical powers. They can Kapow, and Kichiboushi also Adeptus. Adepti are much more ancient, and they have a certain prestige dignity. Oh, then Kichiboushi not Adeptus. He raises Adeptus. This is pretty hard to explain. The Adepti are ancient powers to defend the you. Kichiboushi understands. Iori protects 24, so no Adeptus. I'm pretty sure that's not how it works, but it clears up any misunderstanding. But since we got this Adeptus abode in front of us, let's take a picture of the Kichiboushi right here. Kichiboushi, post our picture. Good. That was a great shot. Kichiboushi handsome. This kid got zero humility. Oh, Paimon, the Adepti use what magic? The Adepti are super powerful. For example, let's start with the Amber around here. What is Amber? Oh, Paimon, remember this one. Mountain Shaper has flowers that can create Amber to trap bad things that invade his land inside them. No, very powerful. Defendedly used by trapping bad things. Long ago, the very batful Oni Mogata came into the forest and bullied many Bake-Danuki, eager to transform into an official, gave them Bake-Danuki food to eat. Later, Igori and Otoki came through them into paper and sealed them. Oh, so there's that sort of story too. No wonder Igori panicked when he saw that picture of Kichiboushi. Igori's not Adeptus, not defending you, but Igori protects the forest, he protects Tanuki. Different people have different things they need to defend. You'll figure it out once you're older, Kichiboushi. That's right, you gotta train hard and become a super strong Bake-Danuki. Of course, the world fame is Bake-Danuki Kichiboushi. I was really curious to know how Iori used to look like before he was sealed. He was probably a ball of fun. I'm suddenly reminded of the treasure hoarders who were trapped in Amber. They even took us for it at that time, once again. That feels like it was so long ago, but now at the same time it wasn't, right? Ah well then, we came to leave you. The rite of descension only happens once a year. Aha, okay, I'm gonna have all the delicious food. Come on, Paimon, let's go. And all the offerings too, Paimon, flying over right there right now. Best we stop mispretending events. Okay. Explain what happened in these simpler terms to stop at the point. As for what happened next, Paimon and Athena went to the pavilion place we were at. Lon and Cloud very thoughtful, they built a moving house. Flower Chain are really lost good night for this well. We have to make lots of delicious stuff before we could meet with her. Really like Paimon. She can fly too. Hey! This Paimon Adeptus, Paimon is very powerful. Oh, this is kind of complicated. That was pretty sure. Paimon doesn't feel so good about it. But either way, Paimon isn't an Adeptus. Want to play with Adepti? that don't generally appear before people, but we can have a look around. It's pretty nice here. Okay, we should go. Yeah, I guess we gotta follow him again. Wow, this little guy's fast. Where is he? Huh? Oh. Where is he? Get anybody else? He got water. See baby. Okay, let's see. He's in there, really. He's not. Hello, Kichiboushi. What's the show? Is that during this one or that? Yes. On this one? Okay, let's see back here. Are you alright, Kichiboushi? Winters? Don't worry, it's okay. Don't run off by yourself next time, alright? You're like his big sister, Paimon. I'm just older than Kichiboushi. Of course, Paimon's the big sister. You're like a hardly self. Hey! Thank you, Paimon. Thank you, Paimon. Kichiboushi almost sealed. Very scary. But Paimon's telling Kichiboushi so not so scary. Alright, we already did not say that some smaller Danuki were also sealed. Inside Amber, very scary. They are, cannot see, cannot talk, cannot move, cannot kapow, like becoming stone. There is stone, but still very powerful, can talk, can see, but cannot move. I'll protect you. That's right. With us around, there's no real evil seal, Kichiboushi. Yay. But you mustn't be too naughty either. Yes. That's good, boy. Shall we stop here for now? You must need some rest too, Kichiboushi. Not tired. Oh, isn't this a pickle? If picture won't be good, then Paimon doesn't know where we should go next. Paimon is being tired. Kichiboushi really is like being shy. And you're getting better at dealing with them, huh? Really? Maybe that's because Paimon's been traveling with you for too long, huh? Oh, true, we're like a kid now, are we? Oh no, we haven't had too many kids a lot. You know, like Dusky, Ming, and Chan. Yeah. Paimon definitely learned a lot from traveling with you. Understand what's known as Bake-Danuki, and that time might not get well. We've got to give our next destination some time. That was this one, and the rest we're gonna do tomorrow. With this, we have 4 done, we only need 3 more, and then I guess the end quest. So next on the list is claiming our daily rewards first. This one, yep, 3 hours across, Gitchery. Why do you do Gitchery though? That's what I'm asking myself. But yeah, indeed, no crowns, only promos. The promos are nice, I guess. We announced 26,000 to 151. We have 18, which is so that means 116 times 15 out of my head could be that's this hard. 3,000 something around 3,000 I guess. And then 3,000 plus 2,600. So we're around the 30k finals right now. So that's nice, I guess. Yeah, so next on the list is figuring out which one it is. I guess it's this one. No, it's not. This one? It is this one. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the materials for festering desire. Isn't this the main? And I hate this domain a lot. It's annoying. And like the most useless character is most likely Bao. And the more useful characters is most likely Cryo characters. Only because of the fact, but the most annoying part is the skill cooldown where it goes up. Ooh, and I didn't even know that Ganji was really long. Yeah, we can do this, I guess. So. It's so good. Here we go. This is most likely gonna go to solo resin, but it's fine. That damage increase is gonna be fine. That's really what we offer. So yeah. It takes 2 years for that. For gold by the shoe, huh? Oh, this is gonna take some time.
の仕事はみんながそばにいてくれるわ。この仕事は排除するべきですね。話が通じないなら
Okay. And after Fester and the Desire was upgraded, the only thing I have to upgrade is the talents of channeling and chaining. Because after that, I can use them freely in the Abyss, and then I can start building a bit more of the other characters, so I can use those in the Abyss. And
次の仕事はお触り禁止。料理の時間だよ。部内者禁止。願望帝君のために。ついていきます。
yeah, that's right. The only character right now I don't have any use for Shinju because it's Hydro, so yeah. I can't use them, but I do need them in my team for the friendship points.
禁止。次の仕事は次の仕事、風雪の縮図。ついていきます。
You spin down one first, I guess. Two purples. I'll take that. I'll do one more and then I'm just gonna first check out the teapot, then I'm gonna craft the items and then I'm gonna see how much I can need. Because I might already have enough, the fact that I'm getting blank stuff. You know, the thing is about archers though, the fact that they don't really have charged attacks, it's just
ちなさい。話が通じないなら
燃えろ。
Okay, let's see, let's see. Oh, we even got a purple one. I know we at least got 2, maybe 3, and then we need 1 more if it's really necessary. First, we go to there. So we buy this for next week. It's gonna be really happy, honestly. Then we go back to Mondstadt, I guess. And we use Moza, we put this one, but Mondstadt is close as well. It's the first one of this anyway, so. Okay, here we go. Oh, we for sure have enough. Raid. Heh. Then you had at this match, and I would have not even cared about. Oh god, I have enough. Nothing. So his attack was 1700. Right now, his attack is 1866. What a push! And his hydro damage is energy recharge is above 200. Hydro damage is 81.6. I'll take that. Here we go. This time, what are we up against? Hydro slimes, hydro windshield, natural. Okay. Yeah, electric second, right? Yeah. But this one is hydro this match, yeah. We need so I guess we do this team here. And then this team here. I wish there was a second benefit. Like something that's close to benefit, because benefit really just represents high damage as a support. There's no denying that.
見切りました。全力攻撃だ。燃えろ。稲光、すなわち永遠なり。たっはっはっふんたっ。逃げ道はありません。燃えろ。はっ。て。燃えろ。翼よ。裁きの雷。みんながそばにいてくれるわ。傷なんて痛まない。
I have stamina right now, huh?
見切りました。安全距離。
Ah, I hate this.
6308式ユニット。
Most annoying. Most annoying one. To be honest, Carbonara, it's the most annoying one.
私は精神愉快をにこの剣
踊りなさい。雪を前へ。踊りなさい。
諦めなさい。
雪を前へ。
Don't have my Q back yet, but it should be fine, honestly. Second floor is the champion floor, right? So yeah, some of them just gonna use
さばきの
無双の風シミュレート安全距離確認。
みんなは俺が守れ。聖なる来光知れ。よし。ここより弱滅の国。やった逃げ道はありません。
6308式ユニット
翼よ見切りました。鎖を断ち切り稲光すなわち永遠なり。みんながそばにいてくれるわ。傷なんて痛まない。くらい逃げ道はありません。ひゅっ
安全距離確認。
燃えろ。無我の境地。
I just have to brute force through it, I guess. It's fine. It's annoying, bro. I don't know what the choice right now.
踊りなさい。メイドの礼儀に気をつけます。
無駄な努力をや。
戦場のお掃除の時間です。綺麗にしませんと。
どれに足らないわ。
失礼。
Stammina's really an issue sometimes.
さばき
超国産形態吸引テスト開始。6308式ユニット
全力攻撃。知れイカズチに捧ぐ翼よ。逃げ道はありません。
安全距離確認。
燃えろ。来戦油断ならぬ戦況だ。燃えろ。さばきのイカズチ。
無双の風シミュレート吸引テスト開始。
みんながそばにいてくれるわ。聖なる来光翼よ。稲光すなわち永遠なり。ヒュッタッ
Dum 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 dum. Game fixes.
サユルコ
桜吹雪。雪を前へ。
And last. Next. Okay, for now, let's go out. We'll do this one as well. Now we're gonna end this soon, of course. But... I'm gonna check that right now. I know what it is. It's the boxes that I never open because it's not really worth it. What is the blessing? When the active character hits buttons with X are considered normal and rapid. Let's see. Electro and Stonehide. We have Pyro on the one scene. We don't have the other. That's the thing. Ah, here's the Waking Sword and the thing, and here's this Electro. Okay, let's do it this way, I guess. Then I am gonna do, I guess, and just gonna try this. Look like a fun TV con.
見切りました。
師匠の技を食らいなさい。
みんなは俺が守れ。
サイウルコ無我の境地。裁きの雷。逃げ道はありません。やっ。
料理の時間だよ。
見切りました。
Nice.
血を洗おうかしら。
岩の重さは安心でき。それ失礼。戻りなさい。まさか無駄な努力をやお触り禁止。Next.
Let's go. Speedrunning this. Okay, take your recharge, I guess.
逃げ道は
全力攻撃だ。燃えろ。
雨描きがたし歌よに稲光すなわち永遠なり。そこよっ裁きの怒り。
熱々でしょ。
燃えろ。
それ。
Go kill them.
この仕事は排除するべきですね。火の風格に気をつけます。
取るに足らないわ。
雪を前。
いでよ。体勢を整えよう。面倒だ。
諦めなさい。やその命いただいたわ。取るに足らないわ。
もっと早く。エルダン。
お触り禁止。
No rush, we have time enough.
強火で焼くぞ。もっと早く。
last floor for today, I guess. I'm guessing I don't want to do floor 11 the first one today because of the. I know what's gonna happen.
みんながそばにいてくれれば無我の境地全力攻撃だ雨描きがたし
料理の時間だよ。
逃げ道はありません
That was pretty easy. Also because of the normal effect thing.
任せてください。メイドの礼儀に気をつけます。
取るに足らないわさようなら諦めなさいその命いただいたわ
部外者禁止。願望帝君のために。失礼。神里流消滅。
Perfect. Easy peasy. 4, 10, 11, 9, 11 done for today. Then floor 11 and 12 tomorrow, and or at least floor 11 tomorrow, but I'm gonna hit floor 1 on, yeah, it's the games again. It's not too hard, I'll pretty much want to. But it's just annoying. Let's say it that way. Yeah, it's the same as last time. I might not be able to do this one now that I both have icons. Got new builds. Just massive pyro, just full massive cryo, and then we should be fine. 105. Yeah, I would have to use whole from it. Right. Tier 1. Tier 2. And we still have our cake. We still have a lot of shower lanterns. Wait, you can use that actually. That's a good ending for this stream. Yeah. I want to thank everyone who's been watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the stream, of course. It's a bit shorter than most streams, but I enjoyed it myself. That's also good, right? And I wish everyone, of course, an amazing weekend, and I hope I made it a bit better. I mean, unlike last week, we still have stuff to do, so tomorrow for sure there will be a stream. Last week I cancelled the stream because of two things. I didn't really have content for the stream. Secondly, I was rendering a video, which took me 3 hours. So yeah, it took me a bit of time. But I'm happy. I hope everyone who hasn't watched the video yet, please check it out. And I wish everyone an amazing weekend. And that's gonna be it for me. Peace.